Okay, so I'm gonna do a response to Jordan Peterson about transgender shit. Um, there's a percentage of us that I don't think any of us are gay. Well, that's a complex issue. I think he's 100% right that there's a large portion of the transgender community right now where like the left is just brainwashing people into doing whatever. I don't fucking understand. So let's discount that for a minute. Of the real transgender people, well, first off, let's cover all of the people that you're talking about that get a sexual fetish from wearing women's clothing. Those aren't transgender people. Those are gay men with a fucking panty fetish or some shit. I don't fucking understand that. That's not me. That was never me. Uh, I pretty much always just felt like I was in the wrong body. I don't know. And like I've always been attracted to men and women. I think some of us are just legitimately trans and always have been. I think it's like there's not 187 different genders, but there's really like 3. And people like Jordan Peterson, I don't even know. Like I don't think he believes what I'm talking about now. That there are people that are just like this. And that's why he's transphobic. It has nothing to do with whether he believes there's one gender or 87 genders and a bunch of other shit. It's the fact that he says that if you just leave trans kids alone, most of them end up growing out of it and becoming gay. I think gay is a completely different thing. I think a lot of the people that do that give up on trying to be who they are because of your shitty society, and they end up going back to their original gender and just being gay because that's their only option. It's sad. I don't know what the right answer to this shit is. Obviously, just handing out hormones like they're chiclets probably isn't a good idea. But at the same time, I don't have the fucking medical care that I need because I don't have the money to just go spend on this shit. I think this is a reaction of like socialized medicine. Most of these people are pretty desperately poor, and once you're desperately poor, you're never going to have kids. And you probably came from a fucked up family life where, like, you have no idea how to have a real relationship. You know, and after, years of that, I would imagine that, why not go transgender? If you like getting fucked and you like having relationships with men where you are essentially the girl, it's not a big jump to doing this. And this seems to be the vast majority of trans women that I know do this because of the sexual partners that they desire to have, and or because of how they feel. And usually those are very linked. People don't get that, like, wanting to look the way you want to look has exactly to do with attracting the mate that you want. I hated the way I looked 4 years ago. I kind of love the way I look now. I have no problems with it. And that's thanks to transitioning. I do think that there's a big link between autism and being transgender. And I think that link is our society is cruel to anyone who is different. And all autistic people are very different. And their response to the cruelty that they experience is to reject your society to the point that they become trans. That's me. I reject your society pretty hardcore. I'm taking things I like from it. I'm taking portable DVD players and DVDs and a Sony PlayStation Portable and an iPhone and a MacBook. I'm going back to the wilderness. I don't see any reason to keep fucking doing this shit show. You know, you want to talk about what's causing the transgender problem? It's all of the problems in America. Okay? You have the loosening of morals and the spread of pornography, and like this opens people's minds to what is possible. Then you add in like the internet porn, and you know, people being able to talk in communities or whatever. And what you're seeing here is a direct result of the gay community always accepting trans women to some extent. Because the gay community fought to get accepted everywhere because they had numbers. The trans women are always kind of back of the bus in the gay community. T is on the end. And, you know, we're a much more radical thing than, you know, being a gay man. Like, you know, according to a lot of people, according to me, it's not that radical of a thing. You know, in my world, I study the Bronze Age to like the 1800s. You know, I would say, you know, I studied the 20th century, but like when I was a kid, I studied World War I and World War II and Vietnam so fucking much. I've had enough of the 20th century. And in studying all these ancient cultures, you'll find a hell of a lot of trans shit. Fucking weird, kinky, sexual bullshit all over the place. This is just how people are. I'm sorry that you are a bunch of fucking prudes that think you have to control what other people do with some sort of religion or government. I don't think that the kids that are being, you know, fed this as like the solution to all their problems with little to no fucking examination whatsoever, I don't think that's a good thing. I think that's going to cause more harm than good. But at the same time, this American fucking attitude of Puritanism and religiousness based, you know, not in how you view your relationship with God, but how you should be able to control what other people do because the Bible said that it's illegal. I hate to tell you this, but that's exactly what the fucking Muslims do. I don't like that shit either. This new American Puritan streak that is going to be resurging in the wake of this shit needs to be fought. And I guess I'm here to fight it. That's why I'm the Great Satan. That's my new title. I think it's good. I'm here to corrupt your fucking culture and your fucking way of life because it's wrong. Not all of it is wrong. The parts of it are wrong are that you step on other people and do this Puritan shit where, like, if you're not a part of you, you fucking hate us and hunt us out of your fucking society. You do witch trials and shit in the 21st century. You get into that. But if you're deemed to be not a part of whatever this is, where like we're all modern people and we all love women and we want women to be in charge of everything and we love all the races. Yeah, they don't like that shit at all. I don't care about your race. I care about the fact that the entire world now is rigged to fucking, I don't know, fuck with you based on your race. seems wrong to me. As far as women go, I think women should be treated like women. You know, like I don't I don't understand this whole movement in the West to not be women, because that's what they do, in my opinion. As someone who is a woman, according to you, like all of the things that I like that make me what I am are all of the shit that women in the West don't do anymore. You know? This nature here has resulted in our broken societies. We all like organize to the point that like a female dominant society can happen, and then they run it into the fucking ground. Just my opinion. I think that's pretty much what's been happening for a while now. And when it isn't them, it's old senile men that hang in to leadership roles for way too long, like Joe Biden. Yeah. Anyway, I think Jordan Peterson's kind of a jackass. I'm glad they ran him out of Canada. I don't want him in the U.S. I think he should go fucking to Mexico or some shit, maybe. Keep running him south. I have that opinion because he is of the opinion that me and my people don't really exist, basically. He doesn't get that he's wrong about the fucking everything, basically. We live in two different worlds. But this is part of the problem is the 21st century, it ain't going to be like the 20th. It's already been written. It's, the young people, you have let us fucking just sit here and cocoon for a long time. And now we're being gifted large amounts of technology. I don't know how that ends. But all of the old people, I think, are going to fucking die. Sooner rather than later, to be honest. I think that's part of like the COVID. That's the Reaper's scythe, cleansing this fucking planet of your trash. Anyway, I don't know if anyone got anything out of this, but this is how Jordan Peterson, makes me feel, / my counter arguments to him, basically. According to him, I would be one of the gender non-conforming people. As such, maybe I am like the outlier, but I'm not alone. Like, there's a large group of us that are quite happy like this. Have you ever talked to the people that are quite happy being trans? There's a lot of us. I'll see you later.